Yo, what it do, YouTube? How y'all doing again, man? I'm glad y'all here. I love y'all. To the ones I ain't scared away with my last video, telling y'all how I talk to spirits and demons and all that. But yeah, it really still happens. And look where I'm at. So sometimes you have to change a place. And you got to change the scenery. I always come. This is one of my special places, y'all. Like, I don't really let everybody know where I'm at right now, but this is one of my special places, and I love to see the water. Be boats coming down through there. Let me see. All down. It be boats and all that. So, this is one of my peaceful places. My meditation stations. I meditate here, and I wanted to come here, and I wanted to talk to y'all about how God uses pressure to build faith. I want to talk to y'all about how my God, He will put you through pressure. I don't want to say He. My God will put you through pressure to build faith in my God. That's what my God will do. So, with that being said, in the meantime, in between time, I'm gonna go ahead and jump straight off into it off the diving board. Hello. Alright, so look. First off, I want to play a game. This whole video is gonna be a whole game type stuff. You know what I'm saying? So, and I'm gonna call this game SPFLM. SPFLM. Hold on, put this airplane fly over, y'all. So SPFLM means we're gonna call out a topic, and then I'm gonna speak on the situation, the pressure that God used to build faith, the faith lesson, which is the FL, and then the M, which is the message. Let's go. Y'all ready? All right, let's go. So first of all, I want to talk to y'all about jobs. And I'm going to use myself for a personal example. We're going to talk about jobs. The situation. The situation would be laid off unexpectedly. Fired, all that. Position eliminated. When they tell you they're restructuring, all that dumb, ignorant stuff that don't make sense to you when you done gave your entire life and career, and you have missed time with your family for these people, and then out the blue they come out and harass you and be like this towards you. It's not cool. It's cynical. That's the situation. Just an unfortunate layoff, which is what I dealt with. I think there's another airplane coming. Let's try to see it. Oh, hold up. Let's see. Can we see it? Can y'all see him? I don't see him. Don't even worry about him. You hear him though. Forget him. Hurry up now. The situation is laid off unexpectedly. Fired, whatever they call themselves doing to you after all your years of hard work, dedication to the company and all that. The pressure that will build from that, which God will use to build faith from you, which is bills stacking up. You're going to feel so pressured. You're going to be pressured. Oh, pressure bust pipes, right? Hello. You're going to be pressured. You like all these bills stacking up. I have an uncertainty of the future. And that uncertainty causes fear. We fear the uncertain, what we don't know. So your pressure will be the bill stacking, the uncertainty of the future, and the fear of failure. Your fear of a failure. You're going to feel like you're a failure and all that. And so let's just say you begin praying daily. The scripture and the verse for this will be Isaiah 41:10. And if you keep repeating it and trusting God for provision, something greater will happen later for you. You know, for me, it was YouTube. When I lost my job, my bills constantly stacking up. There was God provided me when I kept repeating Isaiah 41:10. I felt the presence, and all of a sudden I did not have this feeling of anxiousness, the normal panic attack, the anxiousness like, oh, you lost your job, I don't know what you're gonna do, you ain't did this, you ain't did that. It was none of that. No, it was a calm feeling out of nowhere. It was a calm feeling that I felt out of nowhere, which that was in April, y'all. It is December. So you do the math on the months of how long, and I'm still cool. I'm all right. That was my lesson. My message. Sometimes God removes a source so God could become the source. Hello. Sometimes God removes a source so he could become the source. Let's keep it going. All right, cool. I want to talk to y'all about now the pressure of health crises. The situation in this case would be someone you know or love getting a bad or a terrifying medical diagnosis. Someone being told they ain't gonna live within a certain time, or they gonna die this, they won't never walk no more, they want this. All right? The pressure that comes behind that is the fear of death. You have family stress. And then you have overwhelming anxiety. So that's the pressure from the health crisis. My personal story to y'all with this is when I found out that my granddad wouldn't remember us no more, or he was doing bad and he had dementia and Alzheimer's. And you know, coming from losing my little brother right after that and then all that, man, it was horrible. That was pressure. It was family stress. I was fearing that he would pass away, and I was fearing that he would forget me and wouldn't remember me. Y'all, my lesson, my faith lesson was doing all that time, my grandma included, Psalms 23. Yeah, do I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for thou art with me. For thy rod and thy staff, that comfort me. And I keep repeating that, and I'm able to deal with the situations, with the losses of my brother, and with the medical diagnosis of my granddad. And some things you don't need a medical diagnosis. I can look at my grandmama and tell she's stressed out. You know what I'm saying? We don't need no doctor to tell us that. Hello? That's the pressure that makes you be a faith in God. I cling to my God, take care of my granddad, to help him remember me. All of that makes me lean closer to my God. My message with that is, sometimes God don't change the situation immediately. Does my granddad still have dementia? Yes. Does he still have Alzheimer's? Yes. Sometimes God doesn't change the situation immediately. Sometimes he changes you in the situation. Hello? So he will change you internally before some changes externally. It's a Lou, I love you. Thank you for letting me break that down to them. All right, y'all, loved ones, my people. Before I get up out of here, because it's kind of chilly, the last thing I want to talk to y'all about, and as Future would say, it ain't no way around this one. Everybody has to go. Everybody who's anybody has went through the pressure of when God allows a relationship to fall apart. The situation, a breakup, a divorce, or a betrayal that wounds you deeply, just out of nowhere. You know what I'm saying? Like, people you trust, someone you really, really trust, gave your heart to, gave your virginity to, gave whatever to, but they betray you or something like that, and this pressure gonna come behind that. The pressure that's gonna make you lean toward God is the feeling of rejection, loneliness, and heartbreak. You know, you feel like you ain't good, even though you know you're a good person. When somebody lets you go, it don't mean you're a bad person. It means they not ready for you. So don't question yourself and think you're a bad person because somebody else don't have the brain capacity to see what great of a person you are. The faith lesson behind the pressures that happen to you. Healing begins when you pray, you write how you feel in a journal or something like that, and you meditate on the scriptures, and you trust that God has a plan. And in time, I promise you, in time, you will grow stronger, and you will learn your identity in our universal creator and not in people. Before me and Louise came back together, I was in a relationship with a woman from my job, Sedgwick. You know, everybody making good money, all that. Everybody, man, still. That's what I'm telling you. Like, it ain't about no money because stuff still, no matter how cool you think the person you are, you with is, everybody going through it. So I'm gonna tell you something. Don't you dare get with nobody to try to sit here and make your life better trying to use them. Don't you do that, because they will bait and switch on you. You'll see a nigga with a BMW and then you go to his house and there's a closet or something in a cardboard box. Hello? Come here. So sometimes your relationships will fall apart because they built off of not a strong foundation. You might feel betrayed. I was so broke spiritually when I found out that she decided to let us go. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was broke. I really put too much into her. And I put so much into this woman that it kind of took me away from me. Because where I'm from, we used to, just women who will beat the brakes off you, ratchet women. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is in the hood. You know what I'm saying? We used to women who will be more manly than you and all that, but she was something different. This woman was something different. She showed me how a queen's supposed to be and how to treat a queen. And one thing that I can tell y'all, that I lost myself with her because I started dressing the way I don't like to dress. I started being who I don't like to be, trying to be. Man, I'm glad God took me away from that. He let it fall apart. It was not supposed to work. And I thank God that it didn't work, because after that, I met Louise again. I reconnected with Louise, the one who lets me flourish and blossom and grow at my own pace. And you know what? Just because of that, the woman who Louise is, the man that she got, is way more acceptable and submissive than the man I was when the woman from my job last had me. You know what I'm saying? Like, you stop forcing people. You can't force people and mold them to be what you want them to be. We are human. You let us grow at our own pace and we will love you more. Hello. Thank you, Louise. That's why I never let you go, baby. I'm about to call you in a second. The message in this, pressure, when the pressure comes from when a relationship falls apart, when God allows a relationship to fall apart, the pressure comes and it shows you that it reveals what you've been leaning on and who you should have been leaning on all along. Hello? That's what I wanted to talk to y'all about. How God uses pressure to build faith. As an ending to this message, you don't have to believe in God. You believe in whatever you want to. I love y'all. I accept y'all. And it's not about that. I'm not forcing nothing on nobody. I want everybody to come together and be together and realize that we are all seeking help from a supernatural strength that is beyond ourselves. So that alone makes a connection between the ones who believe and the ones who don't. Because we are still brothers and sisters. Sure is. God, I love you. All y'all people, I love y'all. I love y'all. Learn to live on love. We are not here to force nothing. We want to connect together and help each other through what's finna transpire when it comes spiritually. One, I love y'all. It's getting cold. I'm out.